playing a game called 5-5, and that's where you can sit down with a minimum of $2,000, and there's no maximum. So some guys would sit down with like 100 G's or whatever, but it's like, ooh, big deal. It's like I got $2,000 to lose. Like it doesn't make a difference to me. You can sit down with $1 million at that point. I can only lose 2,000, but I would win. I mean, I was a grinder, but it also would stay too long sometimes. You know what I mean? I mean, there was one time I went down there on a bus, sat down at the table for 2 hours, and walked around the casino until my bus was ready to leave, and left with like a little over like 4,000. I won like almost all of it in one hand with 4 threes. Yeah, but then listen, bro. At the same time, there was a point in my life where I had to get on a bus to leave Foxwoods with no money in my pocket or a bus ticket. Yeah, that's just what it was. You know what I mean? So you're never gonna like, if you ever meet a gambler, because I'm a gambler. I mean, it is what it is. Right? I gamble. Like I play cards. That's my gambling. But it's gambling. I don't know if I'm ahead. I'm behind. At this point in my life, I'm ahead on this era. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that you can do day in and day out and still be a normal person. It's not possible. You know, you can't play poker every day and have a job. It's not possible. I tried it, and it's just not possible. But, are you drinking tonight? At all? Why aren't you drinking? Hey, so I am, glad you called. I'm going to let you know something personal about me that I don't mind telling anybody, but I'm going to be checking myself into a facility on Thursday over in Keene, New Hampshire for like, I don't know, 10 days or something to stop drinking, because I'm an alcoholic. You know what, James? I am tired of it, because I've been tired of it for probably the last 3 months. And when I said to myself, damn, Brian, you fucked yourself into a corner where you don't even want to drink, but you have to. Like, I have to drink. And, like, that sucks, bro. I've never been in a situation like that in my life. I've never had a fucking physical addiction to anything. But I am physically addicted to alcohol. You know, but I'm on a taper, like on a personal taper, but I can't stop it completely on my own, at least, you know, in this current situation of life. You know what I mean? I don't have a job. I have an ankle bracelet on. I have money. I have a vehicle. I know where alcohol is. What the fuck else am I going to do? I'm going to drink. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't want to drink. So I'm slowly, you know, I've slowly been cutting back. And today, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? You know, you don't have a job still. You're going to get this fucking thing cut off your ankle on the 14th. Why don't you just go? Yeah, I have insurance, so I was like, why don't I just go to a fucking rehab center? I've been to one before, and it wasn't even my choice. My PO made me go to one before. I stayed there for 10 days, and I left. And I only left because I was tired of hearing people talk about shooting fucking carfentanil into their dicks. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, bro, I don't even know what a drug addiction is at this point. Because the only reason he sent me there is because my doctor had me on a 5 milligram Percocet for my herniated disc for like 3 months. And then all of a sudden my PO decides that it's not a good idea for me to be on, you know, that narcotic, and calls my doctor. I go in to get my refill, and the doctor's like, oh, hey, I got a call. Okay, no big deal, bro. I get it. I've known you for a long time, and you run a business, and it is what it is. He already knew I was on, you know, supervised release. It's because it's not a crime to have fucking herniate your disc and need a 5 milligram Percocet. So he takes me off of it, and next thing you know, he's saying that I need to put a Green Mountain treatment. For what? Because, you know, of the opiate crisis and all that. I said, okay, I guess, you know, you're going to be there by 9 o'clock, you know, right now. Like, I have like 24-hour notice. Fucking frantic, you know what I mean? I'm like having my girl pack my bag and like, I get to this place, and I'm like, you know, just trying my best to not like, you know, be a total prick. But it got to a point where I said, you know, I don't want to catch a charge here, because I'm tired of listening to everybody complain. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is crazy, like, we can't do this. Listen, bro, you can do whatever you want. We're not in prison. You know what I mean? Don't bitch about it. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. Like, people at a treatment center, they're acting like they're locked up. It's like, no, this is not locked up. This is a way to get better. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't need to get better right now. I'm not struggling with anything. So I leave, and I call my PO the day I leave. And what happens next? He calls me back, and he's like, okay, I get it, but I still want you to, you know, work on your treatment. So I want you to go to this MRT class over in Guilford, right? This is going back to last year, right? So that fucking MRT class that I used to have to go to, it was 3 days a week, James. It met from I think like 10 a.m. to like noontime, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. How the fuck do you expect somebody to have any type of employment with having being obligated to a 4-hour block 3 days a week in the middle of the workday? You know what I mean? It's like, granted, I'm self-employed, so like I was able to do it, but I missed 2 meetings in a row because of probably just having a bad attitude those days. And I go on the Friday, and the lady that's in charge, she's like, yeah, I think you got discharged from the class. Matt wants you to call him, and I call him up, and he's like, yeah, there's a warrant for your arrest. I violated you for missing those 2 meetings. And I said, okay, well, can I turn myself in? And he was like, yeah. So I go back to my girl's house, because this is where I was living with my girl at the time. You know, I vacuum, clean it all up, write her a nice little note. And drive myself to Concord, park my truck at the fucking bus station, walk to the federal building, deal with the whole cuffs and fucking van ride to Stratford County, and 4 months later I was leaving Berlin on a fucking bus. Yeah, bro, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, James, like, that is one of those things that I look back on, like when I tell that story, and I just kind of laugh because I really still can't wrap my head around the fact that I served 4 months in prison for like missing 2 meetings. You know what I mean? It's like, really, bro? Oh man, I don't even want to put that on my fucking criminal history, my resume. That's just so corny, you know? Yeah, it is pretty retarded, but at the same time, it's like more like them just telling me like who the boss is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I get it. You're the boss. All right, but I'm still not gonna listen to you. But okay, I'll go to prison. Okay, I'll come home. Blah blah blah. Worst thing about that though is the fucking Patriots lost the Super Bowl the same day that my girlfriend came up there with my mom and broke up with me in the visiting room. Yeah, bro, we were together for 2 years. I had an engagement ring and everything for her. I was happy, like, you know, looking back on it, because that engagement ring, when I returned it, you know, kept me, you know, gave me a little juice to, like, you know, when I got home. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, she just couldn't do it. She came to Stratford County like 5 times because they had me there for a month before they sent me to Berlin, which sucks because Stratford County is like fucking walking around in a hamster wheel. You know what I mean? You're indoors. On my real federal charge, I was at Stratford County for 7 months, bro. I didn't see the fucking sunshine for 7 months. I mean, obviously, like, through the window, like, you could see the actual sky, but, like, no fresh air. Like, oh, man. Yeah, so I was there for 7 months before they put me on the bus to, you know, send me down to Pennsylvania, but we had to make a stop off in Brooklyn for, like, I don't know, 10 days. I was in Brooklyn, NBC, which was another indoor fucking hamster wheel, but, like, with a lot more real men and violence. I mean, I saw this fucking guy get stabbed. This fucking guy got stabbed more times than I would ever dream of in like such a short period of time. And I was probably like 20 feet away. And like as soon as I saw it happening, I walked over to where they were playing handball in a different, you know, indoor-outdoor section, because I was like, I don't want to be asked anything about this, obviously. I had already been in, you know, enough time to know, like, what prison was like, but I had never seen that. And I don't know what the reason was. Huh? Well, in Brooklyn, there's nothing but gangsters and rats, and it's like, which one is going to get who first? Because they're all fighting cases. I mean, like, nobody there has been, at Brooklyn NBC, they haven't been sentenced yet. So, they're still, you know, obviously waiting to go to trial, and like seeing who's going to fucking decide to be a rat now. That's the only reason why people go to prison in the drug game. Is rats. You know what I mean? Like, there's very few investigations that actually, like, you know, amount to much, you know, indictment-worthy information without having rats or snitches. Thanks, bro.
Good to have my smokers.
Ooh, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.